Hi guys, this is Amber from the Happy Caravan. I'm a mom of 10 kids and we live in New York City, and I'm going to show you what we eat in a week. A lot of times having a big family, you have to be very strategic about your eating because you can't just be like, oh, I don't feel like cooking tonight and like go out to eat, because then you're like out $200. So you have to like really plan it out. So tonight I'm making minestrone soup. I make a lot of soups because I'm not a big fan of like casseroles, because a lot of times they have that Campbell's, different soups and this and that. And the thing about those is that a lot of times they have hydrogenated soybean oil and also like MSG and stuff. I've heard like mixed things. Like some people are like, oh, MSG is really good for you. Some people are like, oh, it's not good for you. I don't know. Just to be on the safe side. And beyond that, there's just like a lot of processed ingredients, and I just try and keep things a little more natural. I really want the kids to have healthy, like whole foods, but then at the same time be able to like have good food, like we don't want to eat like tree trunks around here. So anyway, so we're making minestrone soup, and this is what it has in it. It has little cabbage at the end. There's some basil, and then this is leeks and carrots. My kids helped me chop it up, super sweet. And here's leeks and carrots, and I just put the garlic in there just because like when I'm ready to cook, I just want to go for it. There's also some red onion, celery, and then over here there's some, sorry, messy kitchen, real life. Over here is some chicken stock, and then we also put some tomatoes in there, so I'll show you how this all goes together. So while my pan's heating up, also living in New York City, the rent is very high here, so we have to be very careful about, we can't just like, be less cautious with our spending on food, because it's like, that may be the difference between paying rent or not that month. So we just, I just find that like soups especially, it's like you get all those nutrients without spending a fortune. And the kids are all full, so there we go. Anyway, so we're gonna put some olive oil. And I put a lot of olive oil. I don't know if you're supposed to put so much, but I do. Because the vegetables basically have like no fat, so, and it's a pretty healthy fat. So I'm just letting the oil kind of get a little bit warm. Okay, so in goes the veggies. I think it's warm. I guess I usually look for the sizzle, but it's not really sizzling. A little sizzle, a little bit of sizzle there. So I'm just gonna keep adding veggies in with the celery, doing the leeks and carrots. Sizzle, sizzle. I hear it now. So just kind of let that get kind of soft and sauteed. Oh, and one more thing. This is rosemary. Once you put the rosemary in there, the whole house just smells amazing. Love you. So here is the book we're using. It's the Jamie Oliver Big Chef. It's from back in the day, like early 2000s. You can tell I have a lot of things I love in here. But this is the minestrone soup, and it's just a very relaxed way of cooking, but oh man, it's so good. So now I'm gonna put in the tomatoes. Sometimes we use whole tomatoes, but don't burn yourself like me. I'm using diced tomatoes. Sorry, don't do like me. Don't cook like me. I'm using diced tomatoes. Okay, so I'm gonna add in chicken stock. And this is supposed to cook, I'm not sure how long it's supposed to cook, but basically the veggies are supposed to be tender, just tender, and then I put in the tomatoes, not so gracefully. Now I'm putting in the chicken stock. It's supposed to come to a boil, I think. So all of the stock is added. The kids just want to slam the door, as usual. It just rained, so they're all playing in the after rain glow out there. But, so anyway, it's supposed to come to a boil for about 15 minutes. and simmer for about 15 minutes, and then we'll be able to add in our other goodies. So now that it's at full boil, I'm going to put in the cabbage and the noodles, but I have to let the cabbage cook down a little bit before I can put in the noodles. I'm not sure if maybe I put too much broth. I don't know. Marc usually has done the cooking, but he's been working, so I've been doing the cooking. Before all the craziness of the pandemic and everything hit, I was the cook. But we made different meals. Our meals have kind of morphed. So I think I cooked this once or twice, but that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put in half of the pasta from this bag. You don't want to put too much pasta, it becomes almost like spaghetti. But then that takes a little while to cook. And then basically when that's ready, you salt it and so forth, just a little more, even though the broth is a little bit salted. And then you put in the basil, there's some basil leaves put in there, and it's pretty much ready to go. Now everything is nicely cooked. I'm going to put in about a teaspoon and a half of salt. And last but not least, we're putting in some basil. It wilts right away and then infuses some nice flavor and color too into the soup. And then it'll be ready to serve. So here's the soup. Oops. So here's the finished soup, and so what we do is it got all the cabbage and noodles and all that good stuff. It's really thick and hearty. And we just put some Parmesan cheese on the top, and that kind of gives you some extra protein. Elijah's having some bread. And there it is. It's dinner. You having your soup, Mo? Is it good? Are you showing me your cheese? You're always showing me your cheese, aren't you?
Daddy? Sorry. Daddy,
is it good? Cheese.
Just stop it. Just tape it. None.
Is it good?
Done. Okay. Okay.
Good, huh? Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday night. So tonight we're going to be making an Indian meal in a little bit, but I'm going to show you what my daughter's making. She's making some banana cream pudding. I think is it the Magnolia Bakery kind?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the Magnolia Bakery kind. We actually live by where the Magnolia Bakery is. I think it was made, I don't know, I think it's been in some TV shows or whatever, but it's famous for its banana cream pudding. But the catch is that they're almost always out of it. So we've made our own. It's actually, did you find it online?
Yeah.
So she found the recipe online. It's a bit of a pain to make, but, so what did you put in here?
Pudding and
Pudding?
whipped cream.
Pudding and whipped cream, okay. So you whipped the whipped cream first,
Yeah.
right? And then she's adding in the vanilla pudding, and it's just, she's made this before, and I don't really like dessert, but this is hard to resist. And my husband is like, has some like pre-diabetes numbers and stuff, so he's always careful with the sugar, but this is a weakness. So anyway, it is that good. How much does it cost in the bakery? Isn't it like $8 for a tiny little thing or something?
It's like $6 for a small.
$6 for a small. So anyway, this is how we do it around here. You guys,
Wait, are you sure?
you guys licking the whipped cream? Is it good? So this is banana pudding. It actually has real bananas in it. Just cut in some bananas. This will help. Okay, so Naomi's correcting me. It's not called banana cream pudding. It's called banana pudding, but it's very creamy, so I added the cream part. So here's the banana pudding in all of its glory. That's so cute. You're supposed to put a banana on each cookie?
No.
You're just doing that?
Yep.
That's so cool. It's like, I'm sure at the Magnolia Bakery, they're probably just like, ah, whatever. Just kidding. I don't know. Maybe you work at Magnolia Bakery and you can tell me if that's what you do with the cookies, but
I am pretty sure they just
go for it.
and it's not in a pan like this or anything.
It's not a pan. Yeah, they make it in individual cups or something.
Well, they probably make a big batch and then put it into
Put it
cups,
in
but
cups.
I'm not sure.
Man, this stuff is good. This is not diet food, guys. Okay, so she put down a layer of the pudding and cream, right?
Yeah.
And then now she's putting another layer of the vanilla wafers and the bananas. And then are you going to put another layer of the cream on top?
Yeah.
And is that it?
I think.
And then how long do you wait till it's like kind of that puddingy overnight? Is that what it is?
Well, we waited overnight, but it was said at most 8 hours.
At most 8 hours, okay.
4 to 8 hours.
Girl's putting on the good stuff. Let me keep this cookbook. I didn't read that like this. Legumes. So she's stirring it over. So you actually did have this stuff at Magnolia Bakery. You said it was more rich.
I don't know. I think maybe we just have more.
You like a more bigger portion of it. It's pretty big, yeah. This is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Of course, there's the licking of the pudding bowl, a necessary part of cooking. So now it's dinner time, and Mark's helping today. He's home from work, so we're making our Indian stew with potatoes. We're gonna serve it with naan bread, and the kids love this food. It's made with ground beef. Yeah, you want to tell me about it? Okay. It's made with ground beef and peppers and ginger, and he's kind of peeling the ginger. It's really yummy and fragrant. This particular recipe is from a book called Indian Food and Folklore. I actually put it on my community tab, but the whole book is good, and you can usually find it used. They used to sell it at Costco, but I found it used for like $4, so it's everywhere. What do you think? Is that funny? Yes.
The Chinese version is good too.
Yeah, well, yeah, we tried some of there was a Chinese one. I got that for $4 too, because that's a good deal. Okay, so here is the dinner action. These are these little tiny potatoes we got at Trader Joe's boiling in here. And then Mark is browning the ground beef. So what we serve with this meal is this tandoori naan. You get this at Trader Joe's. It's frozen. Sorry, it's loud over there. Never a dull moment. Anyway, so we just basically leave it frozen and then you cook it up for about, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, and it's so good. You put a little butter on it, and the kids probably like this as the best part of the meal. Moses wants to help with everything, so he's going to put the naan on the tray. Can you put the naan on the tray? Thank you, Moses. There we go. There we go. So it's frozen. It's not hot. Yeah. Can you put it on the tray? Okay, then put it on this one. Let's even it out a little bit. Are you a big helper? Thank you, Mo. Okay, well, it's all gone. See, we emptied it. We put it on the tray. Yay! We did it! Okay, so this is the other thing that's happening. Mark is...
It's just wildly aromatic. Lots of ground coriander and 2 heaping teaspoons of garam masala, and then 1 teaspoon of beautiful turmeric.
Yes. So what we do is do we double this recipe? Yeah, we basically double it. But then we also put a little extra beef, because these squares of beef or whatever from Costco are actually 1 1/3 pound, right?
Yeah.
So a little extra beef, which Josiah likes. We do a lot of legumes and beans and stuff, but we gotta have some beef sometimes. Moses wants to see. Daddy's putting in the green beans Green peas, sorry. Green peas in with the already boiling potatoes. How long did you boil the potatoes?
Potatoes are done, so basically we just need to heat up the peas.
Okay, come on, Moo. Okay, so Mark's putting in the onions into the ground beef mixture. The stuff is getting warm.
Everything comes together really fast at this point.
Some people said you should open your own restaurant, Mark. I think there's probably all these regulations around. Hey, Mo. There's probably all these regulations around here. I did see some ads in the New York subway where you put in all the ginger and good stuff. The smell is so good. Indian food is like the master of smelling good. I did see an ad in the subway where like you could get meals ordered by a personal chef. Did you see that ad?
Oh.
Yeah, so.
That's good.
But I think you know how things are in America. You have to have like the degree and the this and the that to qualify, I'm sure. But. Oh, so you haven't put the spices in yet?
No, not yet. We'll go in a second.
I thought they would have gone in with the meat, but you put them in later?
Well, you have to drain the meat.
Okay,
That's
so
the
he drains the
problem.
meat.
You have to change it a little bit because if you leave the grease in the meat, it's just too much. It
Okay,
just
so
gets sloppy.
our kids are very picky about anything being greasy. They want the meat to not be greasy and this and that. So Mark actually drains the beef, and so that's why he puts the spices in later on. So I've learned secrets. So Mark is draining the peas and the potatoes from the water. It's a steamy job. This is what it looks like drained. Just over there giving it a stir. And eventually we're going to put the two things together. What, Mo? Yes. Oops, this is my pre-dinner crew. Chloe's writing a song. That's beautiful. I don't know what those notes mean, so. But it looks cool. I mean, I don't know what put it over there. Moses is fushing at me. And Numi's over there on the couch. She's probably composing something or something. I don't know. And Anna's singing whatever Chloe wrote.
Oh.
You do funny face?
So here's the beautiful pot. He put in the potatoes and the peas, and he's gonna mix it up with the beef underneath. So here's the naan. It's nice and hot and ready. He's stirring it together. Moses is excited about that. Yes, Daddy's stirring it. Yes.
It just smells so good.
Yeah, it smells so good. All those spices.
It's almost like an Indian shepherd's pie.
Yes. Yeah, I got enough. Okay, Mo, you're next. Hold on, you need to get me some food here.
You want some? You want some?
Is that your little bowl, Mo? I think that's an IKEA baby bowl. I gotta get you a bigger bowl. Do you like it, Moses?
Yeah,
Good stuff, huh? Do you like it? You showing me? Is it good? Yeah. Me. Some of our eaters. I just over there eating. You showing me some more food? And then sometimes Pearl and Josiah are still upstairs, but I'm sure eventually they'll get hungry and come down and eat. I think they're practicing. Yes, thank you for showing me, Moses. Giving it the taste
Sorry, up and
Very good. So, this is the pudding excitement here.
You don't want it, so you can give it to me. No, it's
Don't worry. Yours is coming, Mo.
Wait, you want something?
Yum.
That's close.
What do you think, Melody? Do you approve? Yours is gonna come, Mo. He needs a bowl. Where's Mo's bowl? Where's Mo's bowl? There's Mo's bowl. There it is. Pudding. Banana pudding. It's time to put stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the happy dance? It's Mo approved. I'm having a mini little portion of the pudding. Let's give it the Magnolia Bakery taste test. So good. Hey guys, welcome to Wednesday. We are having some corn chowder and Mark is starting. It smells so good. So we need smell-o-vision. Mark is starting by cooking up about a pound of bacon.
Yeah, a little less in
Yes, Mo. Okay.
quarter cup of olive oil.
A quarter cup olive oil. Okay.
And what we're doing is basically flavoring the olive oil.
Mo wanted to be helped. Okay, so what happens after that?
So bacon comes out once it's kind of crispy.
Okay.
And then the onions go into the bacon fat and olive oil.
So nothing's wasted. We do end up using the bacon at the end as like a garnish.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
a flavoring agent. You excited about that? Yes, yes, yes. Mark's helping me with dinner tonight. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome.
So Mark is taking the bacon out and putting it over here. And that's going to be a garnish for the soup. Yes, do you have a lemon? That is a nice lemon. Yes. So now Mark is putting into the bacon olive oil mixture. Well, we took the bacon out, but the bacon fat is still there. He's putting in the cut onions, about 4 onions, right?
Yeah, 6 cups.
6 cups. Okay, so I'm going to use this book all the time. It is the Barefoot Contessa cookbook, and it's the cheddar corn chowder recipe.
So I can make sure.
Hey, Mo. He's telling me about something over here. So the next step, we're cutting these potatoes. I guess is that what makes it chowder? I think most chowders have potatoes, right? So
Yes.
whatever it is, it's yummy. Potatoes are part of the yumminess. And now the potatoes go in there. So far that's just the bacon piece, the olive oil, onions, and potatoes. And the recipe also calls for some unsalted butter too. Is it the butter? Yes. Moses is our helper. Yes, and that's the bacon. I know. We're gonna have that on top, Moses. So we're putting in the turmeric right now. And it gives a nice yellow color. This is some flour. We were supposed to put in the flour and turmeric before the potatoes, but that's okay. Let's stir that around. I think that's about 3 minutes, right? Let's just stir that around 3 minutes. Makes it kind of thicker. So now we're putting in the chicken stock. So we're putting in some ground pepper. So now Mark's adding in the corn. It's actually 3 different bags of corn. And that's what makes it corn chowder. Bag number 2. And then one more bag. It's starting to look like corn chowder. She says you can actually use fresh corn too. You just have to blanch it for a few minutes, but this is easier. Okay, so now we're going to put in the half and half. takes 2 cups half and half. This gives it that kind
So these are half cups.
of,
So 4 of these.
yeah, so we're doing math. Mark's better at math than I am. All that creaminess. And then also we're going to put in some sharp white cheddar too. Do you kind of stir this around and then you put the cheddar in?
Yeah, I think it can go in right now.
So here's about a ½ pound of sharp white
Oh, it's
cheddar.
not good.
I don't know. I don't want to
weird.
plop it. Or let me put it in slowly then. So we don't have like a disaster. We are not professional chefs. Don't try this at home.
Looks like we need a larger
I
pot.
think we need a larger pot. I know. We do. There is that pot that the owners didn't leave a lot of stuff here, but they did leave this giant pot. It's like they knew they knew we needed the giant pot. Voila. Such a simple soup, but it is so good. These are the people giving us beautiful background music. Mo is helping sisters in the duets. Dinner music, Mo. Okay, so we're also having some salad with it, and this is my homemade salad dressing. It's just canola oil and apple cider vinegar and salt, and so it's 1 teaspoon salt, 3 teaspoons sugar, and just kind of a super easy, not from a bottle, salad dressing, and all the kids seem to like it. Just stir it around, and what's great about it is, you see out in the corner, it's all the stuff that, you know, doesn't attach itself to a leaf of lettuce, stays in the bottom, so just kind of flavors the vegetables nicely. So here's some bread alone. We got this from the local store, and I think it's actually baked locally. So it's actually whole wheat sourdough. That's actually really. Are you showing me that? That's our time timer, huh? This is really hard to find whole wheat sourdough, so hopefully it's good. Okay, do you want to see how this works, Moses? We can show everyone our time timer. Sometimes if the kids are playing video games or even doing music practice, they use this time timer, and that way it shows them how much time they have left. So, is that fun? Yes. Are you showing me? Yes. So here's what the chowder looks like. Has the corn, the potatoes, and everything in it. So then on top, you just put a little bit of the cheese, a little extra of the white cheddar cheese, and some bacon for garnish, and it's beautiful. Is that your food? Is it good? Do you like it, Moses? Yes. Is it good? It's corn.
A big one, but not juice.
Happy eaters. Hey guys, welcome to Thursday night. The kids, well at least the oldest 7 kids are going to a movie tonight. They're going to Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny. So we're having an easy meal because we needed to be done in time so they can go see the movie. And we're having hot dogs. There used to be more hot dogs, but they're over there eating happily. So the way I make hot dogs in the Instant Pot is I just put the hot dogs in. There's a little bit of water in this like slotted basket, and then I turn the Instant Pot actually to 0. So it's supposed to basically cook for 0 minutes, but it has to come to pressure. So you cook it on high pressure, you set it for 0, and somehow it like makes perfect hot dogs every time, which is really nice. And I made these potato fries, but they're taking a long time to cook. And I got this at Costco. This is raw organic sauerkraut. It kind of makes me feel better about eating hot dogs. I feel like it's like healthy hot dogs. So anyway, this is, I usually save hot dogs for a special emergency, and alas, we are in getting ready for the movie emergency. Are you showing me your food, Moses? Is that good stuff? Do you like it? Thank you, Mo. This is Mo's version. It's a little bit chopped up. You showing me yours? Yeah, big stuff.
What?
So, who did you see today?
Oh.
At the skate park, come on, tell me.
I met Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk, and
Yep.
what happened?
Nothing, I just said hi.
You shook his hand?
Yep.
That's so cool. Mark, who did you see driving by today?
Joe Biden.
Even then, he's going to be in a car that you can't see anything.
Yeah, we saw Joe Biden today. Well, he saw Joe Biden today. So you never know in New York.
Possibly Jill Biden waving out the window.
Oh, really? Oh, Joe Biden?
Not
Really?
sure which one.
Okay. So when you're in New York City, you might see famous people. So here's our beautiful hot dog plate. This is mine. So people are like, oh, your kids. My kids eat a lot more hot dogs than I do. But here's my hot dog. And then here are my fries. And then there's my ketchup. The way I make the fries is I just, yeah, you show me your fry. I just cut up potatoes and I put them in a bag, like a plastic bag, and I just put some olive oil and salt and then stick them in the oven for probably about an hour or so, 400, and they cook pretty well. Are you a fan, Mo? Yes. Yes, yes. Bye, guys. Have fun at the movie. Have fun storming the castle. Where's Naomi? Oh, there's Naomi. This is our straggler here. Have fun. Yeah, they're bringing earplugs because movies are really loud, especially in the theater nowadays. Hey guys, stay together, remember, okay? Stay together, love you. Bye. So now it's just me, Mark, and the littles.
Outside.
Yeah, you better come back inside.
Why do I have
Because Mama says so, girl.
to?
So there's a police station by our house. So there's usually police officers.
There's a police officer.
Yeah, say hi, police officers. So they're very excited when they get to see police officers.
No.
How was it, guys? That was good.
So, yes. While the big kids are watching their movie, she's watching Mickey Mouse's Christmas. You get to watch the movie too.
Christmas.
That's nice, Moses. Thank you for showing.
But what if we wished it was here?
Why, Donald Duck, you're spoiling a perfect Christmas.
Thinks there's a Santa Claus.
Hi guys, welcome to Friday night. So this is our backyard Friday night. And inside, Mark's helping cooking, which is super nice of him. And then Naomi's practicing the piano. What we're making tonight is this Jamie Oliver curry, and we're making the chicken version. There's fish, there's a vegetarian version, and then also a chicken version. We're making the chicken version. It's my favorite curry sauce, and the recipe's actually hard to read. It looks very artsy, but it's hard to read. But it's from Jamie Oliver, Happy Days with the Naked Cookbook. And it has these good herbs in it, or spices. It has some fenugreek seeds, mustard seeds. It has curry leaves, which are really hard to find in the regular store, but you can find them on Amazon or in the Indian market if there is one by your house. And then we have chopped chilies. We don't put as many chilies as it says because we have little kids don't like things too spicy, and that's ginger. And then over here we have the rest of the onions, and also some tomatoes go in there. And over here, we have the chicken ready to go. And in the, this is one of those and meals. It also has some coconut milk in it. We couldn't find coconut milk, so it's coconut cream. So I guess it's gonna be extra rich. It also has some turmeric and some chili powder.
I love this meal.
You love it? Oh, that's good. In the rice cooker, we have 3 cups of basmati rice. We just get that at Costco. We get this super giant bag. Let's see if I can show it to you. We get a giant bag at Costco. There it is. And that lasts for quite a while because we don't make basmati rice that often.
I don't know why. Even if I'm full, I will still eat. I don't know
So Mark is our fearless cooker here. He has the mustard seeds and the fenugreek seeds and the curry leaves in there. And he's got the onions and it smells really good. Onions and the hot peppers and also the ginger. And it just smells lovely. Here's our garden in the Pacific. I guess no, in the where we used to live in San Diego. It never rained in the summer, but here, man, it rains in the summer, and so we have, we have a lot of weeds and stuff. Kind of like in San Diego, you kind of had a fighting chance against some of the weeds and stuff, but here it's like you got to fight. So here's our these are our bean plants, and then we got some herbs here. Are you showing me? Oh, what you want to tell me? Show me about that one. I'm not sure what that is. No, that's our basil. Yeah, so we use our basil. Oh, yeah, that's our tomatoes. And this is a squash. We actually already had a little zucchini from here. Look, there's a little one growing. See it? There it is. And then here's our mint. We're keeping it back with some rocks. Oh, you're showing me that one too? These are strawberry plants that the birds have been enjoying. We need to get a net or something over them. And over there in the corner is actually a blueberry bush, but I don't know if it's growing any blueberries yet. He's showing you the rocks. And I don't know what this is. I don't think these might be weeds. We planted wildflowers in here, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna grow or not. Chloe got oh, is that a rock? That is a nice rock. Chloe got a flower press set for her birthday, and so we wanted to grow some wildflowers. But she's seen some pretty flowers out here that she's been pressing.
They curl up at night, the purple ones.
Oh, yes. So I think those are morning glories. Yeah, my granny always had morning glories. Anyway, so it is really nice weather out here. So Marc is grinding coriander seeds, right? You found them, huh? Cool. So he's grinding coriander seeds the old-fashioned way. That's also in here, in the chicken version of this curry. So Marc put the turmeric in there, and it's so beautiful once the turmeric is in there. It's nice and yellow. And the tomatoes. I call them mimos because some of the kids have called them that. Going real quick, guys. Some of the kids, so Moses is watching Baby Shark. Do you like Baby Shark? Yes. He likes that one. And then some of the kids are playing their video games. We try and keep it to no more than an hour, so I just have to remember to set a timer. So Marc's putting in the coconut cream. And you're going to brown the chicken separately?
Yeah, I just got to throw it in the pan and then throw it in the
Marc's
sauce.
teaching me how to make stuff because I'm technically supposed to be cooking because he has a job now, but he's still helping me out.
He cooks a lot.
You're sweet to me.
Very nice things.
I'm trying. Okay, so Naomi wrote some music. It says, "Now we are free." Is that something you wrote or is that from a song?
It's from a movie.
From a movie?
From Gladiator.
For what movie?
From Gladiator.
Gladiator. Cool. Cool,
I
that's
didn't really do
beautiful.
anything else.
That's lovely. So Marc is patiently, so show you, he's browning the chicken. If I was doing the chicken, I would just do it all at once. Sorry, guys. But he's like Gordon Ramsay. He's more Gordon. So here's our finished curry. We have this basmati rice, and then so here's the curry. It's all beautiful and golden, and you can see the curry leaves in there. And it's beautiful. And here's what the bowl looks like. Do you like it, Melody? Mm-hmm.
I like to sit next to my Mo.
What do you think, Joe?
Good as always.
He went on a run, so he's eating now. Yes, Moses. What do you want to tell me? Just something? Oh, okay. Do you want your car? Okay, let's clean you up so you can play with your car, okay? Hey guys, welcome to Saturday evening. We're doing what we normally do, which is we have some chicken legs. This is actually a yogurt marinade. Marc found it online. Greek chicken, right? Or Greek chicken yogurt marinade?
Yep.
Yeah, something like that. Looks funky, but tastes good. Good. And then what we're having with it is some quinoa. It's in here, but it's in the Instant Pot. White quinoa. I didn't know there were different colors, but I guess there are. And then we're also having sweet potatoes. So that's dinner. Once again, the internet was to our rescue. This is the recipe. Do you remember what website you got this from, Marc? Do you remember what website you got this from? Yeah, it's probably. I bet if you look up Greek yogurt chicken marinade, you'll probably see it. That's what the picture looks like. It's good stuff. Okay, so the author, you can see it, is Yeskel Sanford. I can't pronounce that, so. But it's good stuff. Oh, and Marc had us some cantaloupe. Yummy! Here's my chicken and sweet potato. And then the kids are pretty much done eating, but they all fight over the last sweet potato. They love sweet potatoes. And they're doing some video games. So the kids are all eating, they're doing some video games. It's Saturday night chill time. So Pearl, where are you going tomorrow?
Canada.
Have you ever been to Canada?
No.
What are you doing there?
I'm going to Chamber Music Festival.
For a whole full month, right? That's the longest I haven't seen my Pearls, so I'm gonna miss you like crazy. Have fun in Canada.
Thank you.
Don't come back with an accent.
Hey, man.
What does it say?
What would that sound like?
Pasta. They say instead of pasta, they say pasta.
Hey. A lot of hate.
We love Canadians.
You do need to do this.
Hey, Mo. Yes. Is that your piano? Did you get a nice piano? You have to eat first.
Can we put your bib on?
Did you wake up from your nap? Just in time for some chicken and sweet potatoes.
Yeah, Mo.
You showing me? It had sweet potato, huh? It's good stuff.
That's so good.
Quinoa, yes, quinoa. It's yummy too. Chicken, yes. That's all of the things, Moses. And a spoon, yes. Happy eating, Mo. So, welcome to Sunday afternoon. We just got home from church and I tried out a new recipe in the crock pot, and Marc prepared it before we left. Just super sweet. And it is a crock pot coconut lentil curry recipe, and it's from the endlessmeal.com, which is kind of interesting. And the kids seem to like it. It kind of reminds me of these dishes that the kids buy from Trader Joe's, like pre-prepared. And then, so this is basically like those, except for a mass amount of people, which is great because we have a mass amount of people. We're making some naan, and kids are over here eating, and Mark too. I put Moses down for a nap because I'll let him eat when he gets up because he was a sleepy one. We got home probably around 2 and had a lot of subway transfers and so forth, so kind of zonked. But Mark's plate looks beautiful and good. You look like a true Indian.
Oh yes, good.
So, mommy taste test. It's actually really good. And pretty economical too.